Yeah, so I thought about this after I saw Captain America Civil War. After I left, I said, man, you know what? Marvel done gave us three good ass Captain America movies. The first Avenger, the Winter Soldier, now Civil War. And Civil War was just like the icing on the cake for me. And I was like, man, Marvel did for Captain America what Christopher Nolan did to Batman. It's like just a random topic, just an argument for those out there. I just want to know who has the better trilogy. Getting into it, Captain America, the first Avenger, and Batman Begins. You know, for both movies, you get the origin story, why and how they become the hero. Both movies is well established. The pacing of the movies, the entertainment value, and like I said, I enjoyed both. But if I had to pick, what I'm going to pick, I'm going to have to pick The Dark Knight, because I'm going to tell you what did it for me was the ending to the ending to Batman Begins. When Batman and Jim Gordon is on the rooftop and Jim is telling Batman everything that transpired ever since Batman rose to dominance, and when he gave him that card and Batman flipped it over, Joker, and he's like, I look into it, and flew off the fucking rooftop. Like, that shit made me want more. Like, you couldn't wait to see the damn sequel because you knew Joker was coming. You didn't get that with Captain America. Well, I did not. You got your Marvel fanboys and you got your DC fanboys. I'm in the middle. I love both. I grew up on both. I grew up on Batman. I grew up on X-Men. I'm just a fan of everything. Don't ask me to pick a side because I'm not gonna do it. But on this note, I'm picking Batman Begins. Getting to the second movies, Captain America Winter Soldier and The Dark Knight. Now The Dark Knight, that changed my fucking life. The performance from Heath Ledger, that Joker, wow. I still like Jack Nicholson Joker to this very day. But I couldn't stop thinking about this movie for like 2 or 3 weeks after it came out back in 2008, 2007, 2008. It's just that fucking good. It wasn't even, and just thinking about it to this day, it's not even a lot of action in The Dark Knight, but it's the story, it's the performances that captures you, that just gets you in that, like, wow. Now Captain America Winter Soldier, that shit is action packed. So you might ask, like, damn, if it's action packed but Dark Knight doesn't have more action, why would you like Dark Knight over Winter Soldier? Because it's hard to explain the feeling what the Dark Knight did. That Joker performance. Like I say, I prefer the Jack Nicholson Joker, but so I mean, a lot of people might agree with me about the Dark Knight. Winter Soldier, like I said, it was good, but we'll have to roll with the Dark Knight on that, man. And getting to the last movies, Civil War and The Dark Knight Rises. Now, The Dark Knight Rises, it was so many plot holes. The bank scene when it was daytime, 5 minutes later it was nighttime. Fight scenes when dudes just fall, didn't even get hit and they're falling on the ground. Batman traveling across the world like he a fucking Flash or somebody. But I give Christopher Nolan a pass just because of what happened to Heath when the passing of Heath Ledger. I feel like his mind wasn't in it mentally. I feel that he didn't want to do it, but he had to do it. He probably signed a contract for so many movies, 3 movies. After the passing of Heath, he just wasn't in it. Because, I mean, if Heath wouldn't have passed, who knows what kind of third movie we would have got. The Dark Knight Rises would have been completely different if that would even been the name of it. So I mean, what he gave us off a movie that I feel that he didn't even want to do, but it was still quite good. Not as good as The Dark Knight and Batman Begins, but I'm gonna tell you that it's the ending that saved it for me. The ending to The Dark Knight Rises saved it for me. When you found out that he was Robin and Batman was still alive, Bruce Wayne was still alive, and he gave Robin the coordinates to the Bat Cave, and when he's walking through it, how the shit rolls up, and like that shit saved it. Now getting into Captain America: Civil War, after all these years, we finally got Spider-Man in the MCU. Seeing Spider-Man on screen with the other hero, that shit was just fucking amazing. That shit really was. The plot of everything. I didn't follow the Civil War comic book. I was big on comic books growing up, but not really into all that like a lot of comic book aficionados out there. So I mean, I'm just, like I say, I enjoy entertainment. So what I saw on the screen, I enjoyed. I understood everything from the beginning to the end. Seeing all the movies before, I mean, action, suspense, that shit did it for me. Now you won't even, the Civil War is light years ahead of The Dark Knight Rises. But just picking off the whole trilogy, like I said, I'm at the road with The Dark Knight trilogy over Captain America. I really do. Two movies I done picked, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Those two movies, I enjoyed The First Avenger and Winter Soldier. Matter of fact, I enjoyed all three, but the Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, just those two alone, just does something to me. And I want to know, who do y'all pick out of Captain America or The Dark Knight? Who has the better trilogy to you? Do you agree with everything that I said? Like, I could have said more, but I don't want this video to be fucking an hour long. So I just tried to do it as quick and best as I could. But let me know. Push your comments down below, man. Let's talk about this subject. I don't want to start no arguments or nothing with anybody. This is just my personal opinion. It's just something that I want to know. Respect one another out there in the comment section. No hateful comments or anything. Like I said, it's just a discussion, just opinions. Feel me? But hit that subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. Like my video if you enjoyed my video. Share if you want to. And until the next time, I'll see you on my next video.